Alright guys, Restring Saturday. It's an Epiphone Special 2 Les Paul single cut. Got a real nice blue about it. It's a used guitar that has been traded in, and all my used guitars, I always shine them up. I always put new strings on them. I get them ready for resale. So we got to get started on this one. Here we go. So let's plug it in. Test our electronics. Awesome. That always helps. Let's go ahead and pull these strings off of here. So real quick, let's take a look here. String gauge looks like 10 through 46. So I think for this guitar, that is a perfect string gauge. So we'll put more 10s on it. We'll put a new set of 10s on it. Okay, so I have to clean the frets. Most used guitars that I get, I'm not going to say everyone, I clean the frets on them. So what I do is I got my little fret guard right here, and I just fold over a little tiny piece, you know, of, what is this, 1000 grit sandpaper? And a couple of swipes. Shine those frets up. Okay, these are a little on the dirty side, so I'm going to try to get in here a little bit. And now this procedure just takes me a few minutes to do it. And it really helps to make a used guitar look nice and newer. So I do this on every guitar that I get, just about every guitar that I get. Some, of course, they don't need to have this done to, right? Okay, so we'll take a little bit of Music Nomad F1 oil, put a couple of dots on here. Doesn't take too much of it. And just kind of spread this on here. And it cleans the dirt off of here, and it makes these rosewood fretboards look really nice. You can see a couple little lumps of dirt on there, so eventually it'll get that off of there. Okay, better, right? Then we'll also go around and just snug these buttons on the tuners, just to make them feel nice and tight. And that's always a good thing to do. Spray a little Music Nomad Guitar 1 polish on here. A couple of squirts of that. And then wipe it off and clean it up. A lot of dust right here. Get some of that dust off of there. And then this bridge, I'll readjust the bridge after the strings are back on, because these move around, right? Strap buttons look to be on nice and tight, which is a good thing. Oh, I think maybe I could tighten that one just a little. Always tighten the strap buttons. There we go. Probably could have had a bigger screwdriver for that, but it worked, so. Okay. We're ready for some strings. Today's string choice. Regular slinky. 10 through 46. I'll set my bridge back in place, and it's starting. You're looking at the Epiphone bridge. And it's starting to bow a little bit, right? So maybe if I put a straight edge underneath there, you know, they start to, because of the string, they start to pull this way, and they actually start to bend a little bit. Yeah, it's still pretty good. Sometimes you see these and they're really bad. We'll start with our low E string. Okay, so it's all tuned up. It's playing good. Let's move on to the next guitar. Here we go. Applause by Ovation. Made in Korea. This is the smaller, thinner body, which is kind of nice. A couple of ping tuners on there. One's missing the back. Tons of string wound around the tuner peg, but it is my job not to just sit and rip on this guitar. It's my job to shine it up, put new strings on it, see if we can get it to play good. I am definitely not one of those kind of guitar snob guys where, oh, this is what a piece of junk, I hate this. I don't do that. So what's our electronics doing? I have no idea. My job is to get stuff to play good. It's not always easy, and there's some times where it's impossible. There's not a battery in this unit, but looking at its condition right here, I'm going to say it's broken. But when I do have it apart, I can spray. Some cleaner in there. But like I said, I have a feeling that it's non-functioning. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. So this the little magnet, the pickup that's underneath here. And again, like the 12 string, I'm pretty sure that somebody put a shim in this one. And if I can get it, I'm going to take it out. Let's take a little bit of furniture polish to it. Okay, that was too much. So a lot of acoustic guitars, the bridges start to come loose. But this one is setting on there nice and tight. I got some of my cloth on there, but she looks like she's setting flat and everything still's good about it. It's got a little crack right here. A little crack right up in here. But I like the idea of the smaller body. Ovations were such a huge brand back in your grandfather's day. You know, in the 70s. And then maybe even a little bit in the 1980s. Ovations, man, they were very nice guitars. And all the old guys loved them. And then Taylor guitars came out, and all the old guys changed their tune, and they all wanted to play Taylor guitars. And but the Ovations, man, they were a USA company, and very innovative with this back shell, you know. But after a while, some guys, they hate that back shell because it slips off your lap. And you guys all know the story about Ovations, but most guys nowadays, they're not really into them. Once in a while you can find a guy that still wants one. It's hard to resell them. There are Ovations though nowadays where they're still making them, but they've reshaped the shell on the back of the guitar, and they actually put a belly carve in it right here, and then they put a spot that's, you can see where it used to be a sticker right here that would kind of hold it down and stick on your leg, but they have a different carve in them now so it sets on your leg better, because the average guy, you'd put this on your lap and it would slip right off. You know, you still see a lot of them around because they sold a lot of guitars, and then they started importing them like this one is. And they did well for themselves. But I think nowadays, the trend to want to buy an Ovation guitar is pretty much gone. Although the company is still hanging in there, I think. I think the company is still hanging on, but man, I have 2 of these in my store for sale, and I've probably had them for about 6 months, and they're still sitting in here. So you get them once in a while. So I am very cautious. If somebody brings in an Ovation and they want to sell it, I'm very cautious about making any kind of a deal on an Ovation. But oh, back in the old Glenn Campbell days, man, they were really nice. Today's string choice. Hey, so I'm going to throw on a pack of Martin acoustic guitar strings. These are 80/20 bronze, 12 to 54 gauge. You know what? Before I do that though, let's take a look at the neck. This is a long scale guitar. And again, there's a ton of back bow. So the truss rod is very tight. Loosen it a little bit. There we go. So you just, loosen it, and once you get the strings on, then you can make a decision if you like where the truss rod is setting. No bridge pins on this one. They just gotta run through the back here. So this first pack gave us the low E string and the G string. So the package just like those SAT strings. 2 strings in the pack. And I think it makes sense to come this way because it's very easy to see one string from the other, so you don't accidentally put the wrong gauge in the wrong spot. It's very easy to tell your low E string from a G string. Okay, so this one has the A string and the D string. And again, it's very easy to tell the difference. Okay, so here's our second string, or D string. Seems fine. I'm not sure why they have that shim underneath there. The string height is kind of high. It's really high. So to shim the nut, to make your string height even higher. Okay, cool. Yeah, so not shim the nut, to shim the bridge plastic piece would make your string height higher. Okay, and then finally here's our high D string. Okay, so there is one thing about this Ovation that I just noticed, is it actually gives you room to put your snark on here. The other headstock design was a little bit different. It was a lot different. It had a beveled part where you couldn't put your tuner on it. All right, let's test the electronics one more time. Let's see what's happening here. It does not work. Well, there's no electronics in this one, unfortunately. But I know when you have a shim underneath there, that is not good for them. Now, taking that shim out of there, the string height is so high on this guitar. This is one of those, this thing needs a neck reset. Kind of a guitar, so... hard to play. She's not in tune yet. Yeah, this guitar, it's a campfire guitar. Take it camping with you. But again, I'm thinking this thing is borderline. It's time for a neck reset. And a little guitar like this, it's not worth putting the money into it. But she does have new strings on it. And if you stay down here in the open position, and if you take it camping and you run out of firewood, you can just throw it right in. So this guitar is in really good condition. I'm just going to use a little of this Music Nomad guitar cleaner. Spray it on here a little bit. You guys see me cleaning really dirty, dusty guitars. Guitars that have, you know, tons of dirt all over the fretboard and stuff. This guitar is in great condition. So I'm just going to wipe it down a little bit. And she's ready for strings. So let me go get a pack of strings. Today's string choice. Okay, today's string choice. D'Addario 9 through 42. Super light gauge strings. Bright tone, perfect intonation for the ultimate performance. D'Addario strings. So made in Mexico Strats and made in America Strats, the parts are interchangeable. So if you came across an American neck on your local Craigslist or something, if you came across, you know, something where you wanted to change these out, this pickguard, if you wanted to change that out, they interchange with the Made in America Fender stuff. But now if you think you can put these parts on a Squier, you're mistaken. They make them a little bit different. Yeah, all the Squier stuff and all the Mexico USA stuff, they're a little different. The screw holes aren't going to line up in the right spot. The neck won't fit in the pocket just right. Yep, there's weird things about them. So for a quick second here, I'm going to talk about the string tree. So this guitar came factory with one string tree right here. Some guitars, and it fits so that you can put the high E string and the B string under it. Now some guitars have two string trees for the D and the G string, right? This guitar doesn't have that. Now sometimes these string trees also have a little washer underneath them. This guitar doesn't have that. So, you know, I'm not really sure what their thought process is on that, why they don't put two string trees on. Maybe this is the vintage version of this guitar with the spaghetti logo. And so maybe that's why they only had one string tree or something like that. But that's what this guitar has, one string tree. Some of my saddles look a little kind of out of whack. They're not exactly flat. So I'm going to take a second and do a couple quick little adjustments there. It looks a little bit better. Now when you're adjusting your saddles, you have to remember that there is a radius to the saddles, just like there is to the neck. So I'm going to guess on a guitar like this, Is it a 10? Is it a 10-inch radius neck? You know what? It might be. It's not a 12. That's rocking. Is this a 7 1/4? It is. This is a very round neck. Okay, so we have a 7 1/4 inch radius. We got the old spaghetti logo. We have one string tree. So this is coming off like one of those vintage, maybe it's the Ventura series or something. But this is the old radius right here that they had back in the old days on the fenders, where they had the 7 1/2 inch radius. It's very round. It's got a little wiggle room about it. This guitar came in without a whammy bar, and I'm looking in my drawer, and I do not have one. Well, hold on a second. Alright, here we go. I got a brand new one. I'm going to open this. I hope it's the right size. If it's not, I'll put it on a different guitar. Come on, baby. Be perfect for us. There we go. Yeah, I ordered some stuff from Fender the other day. And so it's the part number is a 0992310-100. And it fit. And it came with this tip. And I'm pretty sure the tip just slides on. There we go. Oh yeah. See, sometimes you have to order a part. And when you do, and it fits, it's a very successful $8 part that I just bought, or however much those were. $6 or something. That's nice. Alright, so there's not much left to do here, except I will go ahead and I will try to stretch the strings a little bit. Every time I stretch a string like that, you can just see the bridge rocking around. Wow, 7 1/4 inch neck radius. Oh, it feels so good though. Wow, I got my new favorite guitar in the shop right now this week. There it is, 7 1/4 radius, old spaghetti logo, 2021 used Fender Strat. Missing its back plate. What are the chances I have a back plate that will fit this guitar? Let me get my box. Hold on. I got a box of back plates. Oh, box of back plates. Too big. 3-ply. Too big. This would be a nice one if it fits. Oh, come on now, baby. Too big. Oh, there we go. We got a winner. It's always a good idea to have a box of back plates. And I also have a box of screws. So we'll pull 6 of these out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll go ahead and we'll install this back plate. Alright guys, there it is. Thank you guys for watching. A little Fender Made in Mexico restring video for you. Everybody have a great day. Hold on to all your old parts that you got laying around. Don't throw anything away, because you never know when things come in handy. And that doesn't look too bad on there. Sort of a mint green color. It's not the perfect match, but it's better than not having one. There you guys go. Thank you for watching. Take care. Everybody have a great day.